this world, my mind chose to wander. Yet even before I was formed, you called me. You laid out your life on the line with no hesitation. So no matter what I could do, I know this love is unending. Your heart never changing. A love that's for me, it overwhelms me. This love is unending. Your heart never changing. A love that's for me, it overwhelms me. No power in heaven or earth could tear us apart. You're there in the highs and the lows, unfailing. And even if trouble should come today or tomorrow, still your love will never be far. I know this love is unending. Your heart never changing. A love that's for me, it overwhelms me. This hope is forever. Your grace without measure. A love that's for me, it overwhelms me. A love that's for me, it overwhelms me. A love that's for me, it overwhelms me. The one who died, who was raised to life, you made a way for me. Now I can sing, giving everything. Your love is all I need. The one who died, who was raised to life, you made a way for me. Now I can sing, giving
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Can you hear us?
Hope so. Made that mistake before.
The start of every video chat you've ever been on.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? Can you see me?
Welcome to Team Night.
Lovely to have you all here.
Yeah.
Even if some of you are watching the football in the background. No judgment.
No judgment.
Priorities, right?
It's all right.
David
like
Buckley
it's a big
says,
moment, right?
hello, full stop.
There's not been football for a long time.
It's true.
Is this like the
That's the
first?
thing,
This is not the
apparently.
first game, is it?
Yeah.
But it's one of the first
I think
games.
it is the first game.
Oh, someone tell us
I don't
why
know.
this is such a monumental
I
occasion.
don't know. I read the news, but I kind of gloss over the sports, you know. Hello.
Oh,
They
Rach
can
says a
hear us,
few of them
so-
were on another stream. What?
Another
A
stream.
different stream?
How is that
What's
even
that about?
possible? Wednesday nights is team
How
night.
is there another
How dare they?
stream? I didn't think there were any other streams at this time on a Wednesday.
Anyway, so the shop's opened on Monday, and we
Mm.
want to know what shops you have visited, if any, so far. Because I'm desperate to go to Meadowhall just to walk around, not to buy anything, just to be somewhere that is not my house. It will be great. Chef you in the background. Nice.
On another stream.
We'll just wait for your comments. It's fine. Nathan's feeling really chatty
like
today.
right, I see. Like another stream of us. Weird. Okay, well, who knows? Anyway.
Oh, Neve's going to go to Debenhams to get a Father's Day present. That's a good reminder, everybody. It is Father's Day on Sunday.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Alice and Jacob. We need to get something for Dad. This is my reminder.
You know that Alice has already done it.
Yeah, of course she
I
has.
can't
She hasn't
speak for
reminded
Jake,
us though,
but-
so
Well,
Katie says she's
not
not
your parent.
Katie
so-
says she's not been to a shop for the whole of lockdown.
As in
Can
any
you believe it?
supermarket.
You've not been out at all.
Not that you're missing
to a
out,
shop.
but you know. Wow, Jed's going to be reenacting The Little Mermaid for us tonight, by the sounds of it. I'd like a video of that, please.
Excellent.
Dave was at B&Q.
Wants to go to B&Q or has been to B&Q.
That's why I was at B&Q. I don't understand.
No.
He's been to B&Q anyway. Katie's been walking rather than actually going to the shop. I mean,
Fair. I mean that's a nice healthy thing to do. Good
human interaction.
good way to use your time,
Yeah.
Katie.
Yeah.
Who needs it?
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Not at all.
Weird. Okay. Well, I'm worried now.
Rach, are you
Amanda,
gonna do
this is
some-
the right feed. I don't know why there's another one. I'm very sorry for whatever's happened.
Oh, okay. Do you need to look on
I
your
don't
phone
know
and
why
figure
there'd
this
be
out?
two running.
Nathan has posted a feed to the creative page. That is the link that you should be using.
There's only one live right now.
Yeah.
So
Judith, the question was, what shop are you going to go to now that, you know, lots of them have opened since Monday? And also, what else are you looking forward to opening, I guess, in the rest of the coming weeks? Because hopefully,
yeah, what are you waiting on?
all things going well, we'll all be able to sit in a restaurant in the short future.
Oh man, that's something that I
Outside,
miss
probably.
a lot. Is like just being able to sit and have a meal
Just want to go
somewhere
to Bella
that
Italia.
isn't this house.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Oh dear.
Go to the hairdresser. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Nathan's really enjoyed my home haircut.
You've done pretty well, to be fair, I have to say. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I've been fairly impressed.
I'd like you to go to a hairdresser's. Thanks.
Judith straight in there with the holy answer. Just want church back.
There's always one. We
all
do.
feel that way.
We
to
all
be
feel
fair.
like that.
And then Neve straight in with pub. Excellent.
Nice.
I'm also feeling that. I was just thinking the other day about that first pint. You know,
Spoons.
ice
Oh,
cold
I want to go to Spoons.
in a big old
I want
glass.
to have a pink
It's
gin.
gonna be
with
amazing.
Spoons, the
Oh.
fizzy one. Oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Man,
It's true.
can't wait. It's gonna be so good. New Fortnite season came out today. Can't believe my sister has turned into a Fortnite as a gamer girl.
A gamer girl.
Crazy.
How can you not believe that, considering who she's married to? I mean,
I mean, it's a good point. Yeah,
I thought it was
He's-
a given.
He's converted her.
Matt went to Five Guys. Give us your result then, Matt. What did you think to it? That's a place Nathan
Have
has
you never
eaten
been before,
from.
Matt? Have you never been before?
They cook with peanut oil.
Yeah, I can't go there, sadly.
I really like it, but we never go. How dare you?
Sorry, mate. Hard life, innit?
My
you know?
mum apparently had a rant at KFC about how much popcorn chicken costs. It costs like $1.50, doesn't it? What's wrong with her? They cook it for you. I mean, anyway. Matt says insane. I assume that's a good thing then.
Oh, they've been plenty of times, but I hadn't been since lockdown.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they've opened. We've got Entertainment
Nice.
near us where there's one open.
Maybe you should go and then just not come near me ever again.
Yeah, sure.
Aiden,
mean-
pumped for Fortnite as well. I'm going to get on and have a little look, I think.
3.30. Okay. I
For
can
some popcorn
understand.
chicken?
I can
Wow.
understand now. Was it a massive tub of popcorn chicken? I mean, that's not how much they normally are. The little snack boxes.
Surely
are they?
not. Did you order it and get it delivered? Is that why? Because there's always a markup if you go through like Uber Eats or whatever. If you get it for delivery,
It's true.
they're like, well, we'll charge you £2 for delivery, but we'll also add on like a quid to the price.
We
of
had
everything,
KFC
so-
last week. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Nathan went through the drive-through.
I controversial opinion, but I enjoyed having KFC more than I enjoyed having McDonald's. I wouldn't say I
know.
always do,
Not
but
sure.
lockdown, my first McDonald's was way less satisfying than my first KFC.
Well, McDonald's is like a snack, right? Back me up here. McDonald's is not a full meal unless you have like 3,000 calories in it. So you just
Yeah.
have chips and a burger, snack, whereas KFC is a full meal.
That's a good point, to be fair.
Original piece.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Nathan likes the boneless. It's disappointing.
Katie's had Starbucks.
Katie, you're missing out.
Katie, do you need us to bring you a Mackey's? Because we can do
yeah,
if you
you
want.
don't live that far away.
Oh, first Chinese for 13 weeks. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Amanda. I'm sad to say we've had a few Chineses from around us, and they've all been pretty disappointing.
Yeah, we've not found the one yet.
Yeah, sad.
The one.
Hannah says first lockdown McDonald's was amazing. Hannah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm really
I
glad that
enjoyed
you
it,
got
to be
your
honest.
McDonald's fill.
Dave says the right thing. McDonald's starter and a KFC main.
Oh,
That is
yes.
probably true. Again, if you want to have like 3,000 calories. But every now and then, sure.
Or, hear me out, KFC chicken, McDonald's fries. Winner, winner.
Yeah, but double cheeseburger as well.
Okay, all right.
That'd be great. I enjoy that. Oh dear. Well, anyway, now that I'm really hungry and we've talked about that.
Man, I'm
that's-
starving now. Hi, Emily. Hello.
Someone said about church. Judith was saying about church. We actually went to church yesterday
Oh,
to
yeah.
film for Sunday night
Mm-hmm.
because we get to say hi and bye on the service. It's
Yep.
great.
Very cool.
Rach and Sam were there doing a great job as always. But it was just weird, wasn't it, being in church with
Yeah,
no one there?
super odd.
Roman was really confused. He was like looking around like, where am I? Do I know this place?
Yeah, it was
Surreal.
weird. It's very, very odd to think that it's been sat, basically empty. I know it's been used, like Sam and Rach have been using it for filming stuff, and some of the staff have been in a little bit, but weird to think that we haven't had a congregation in there for a flipping long time.
Ben says he was on the other video for age.
I'm really sorry, guys. I have no idea what
Were you
what's
commenting on this
happened.
other video?
Like,
I mean, what are the people there saying? What's happening?
Because
Was there
from my end,
music?
there's only one stream. So was it an old one? I mean, I do put the date in the title of the video to make it obvious.
Was it someone else's
So if you were
stream?
watching an old one, I mean, I can only say
Don't say it. Don't say it. It's all right. You didn't miss anything.
Anyway,
Just random chat from us.
yeah, we've just been gabbling on really.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
but it's
Oh,
nice to see everybody in the chat.
I have something really important to say as well, actually, because this week on Monday, Love Island Australia started,
Oh my goodness.
and we've been watching it. Don't say it like that. You're really enjoying it. He
Yeah,
is.
I am,
He's
but I
really
don't want you to
enjoying
admit to
it. He's
everybody.
enjoying it. I'm openly saying it. It's good. If you didn't know
okay.
it was there, you should watch it rather than the football. Anyway,
I'm going to diagnose the stream issue as we did have, as I mentioned on Facebook, I had a slight issue where, like when I went to go live, the Wi-Fi just completely died. So it might be that YouTube started 2 streams, but I'm glad that you all made it here. If anybody still has the old one, if you can get back to it and maybe just put a comment in and say, if anybody's here, this is the wrong stream, then feel free. But Matt, you don't need to watch Too Hot to Handle. That can't.
We
You're
have
not
watched it.
allowed to recommend that to anybody
We've watched
because
it,
it's way too
and
inappropriate.
it is
It's
awful.
awful.
Awfully entertaining, but awful. like really bad.
Awfully addictive. But
Love is
don't watch
Blind.
it. If
We've
you've not
watched Love
watched
is
it,
Blind
don't
as
watch
well.
it.
Yeah.
They're all just such a waste of time.
I'm
but
pretty
it's so
sure
good.
Love is Blind was staged as well. Like,
Dunno.
it was just weird. They never saw each other, and then they got engaged, and then in the end, some of them actually got married. It was just weird. So,
Don't give in, guys.
Yeah,
don't
don't.
succumb to the temptation.
any other recommendations for TV programs? Maybe a bit more PG. Yeah, Love Island isn't the same, Lewis.
I don't think Love Island is so bad, but Katie says her parents watch Too Hot to Handle. I don't want to think about that.
Amazing.
That's just terrible. Okay. Yeah, any other TV shows? Judith's recommending
Dynasty.
You watched that, haven't you?
I watched the first
Or
season.
Dynasty?
And I just got so bored.
How do you say it?
I don't know.
Dynasty.
Dynasty. Like the Chinese on
The
Charles
Last
Frey,
Dance,
no.
is that the is it Michael Jordan one?
Don't Tell the Bride. Nice, Neve.
Don't Tell the Bride's cracking, to be
It's
fair.
good.
Yeah, that's proper like
Cracking.
binge watching terrible TV.
I
innit?
almost started watching Selling Sunset, but I wasn't sure if I'd like it because it's like reality show selling houses. Like really expensive
I don't mind
houses.
houses, yeah.
But
was
American
that?
reality shows are just...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, that Airbnb one? Is that
Yeah,
what
we
you
watched
mentioned?
one that was Australian Airbnb and it was hilarious because
What's
they were
that
all proper
called?
savage
Oh,
about
that
each
was
other's
fun.
houses.
If you can find that, it's
Lewis,
very good.
do you remember what it was called? I'm pretty sure we watched it at your house.
Yeah, probably.
We've got some other suggestions. Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
April's watched all of them.
I have.
Naked
twice.
Attraction. Craig, the couple of times that we've watched Naked Attraction,
It's been on Gogglebox.
it's been on Gogglebox, and I just can't cope. As soon as a Willy appears, I'm done. I just
Why
can't.
would you want to watch
Can't
that?
look at Willies on telly. It's sorry.
But off of telly, I mean,
Yeah, off of telly, I'm quite happy to
totally
look at
different. Yeah.
one.
Matt needs
Gogglebox,
help.
yes, we're big fans of Gogglebox.
Love
Enjoying
Gogglebox,
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This Is Us. Is there a new season of This Is Us out?
I think it's just come on Prime. I don't think
okay.
it's new.
Nice.
Season 4 just came out.
Not
I
watched that
didn't
for a
know,
while, so might check that out.
Yeah.
Anything else? Matt only watches The Passion of the Christ. That's great.
Yeah. Another holy one here.
Craig, I can't believe you watched Naked Attraction with your daughters.
It feels wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah. Did you have lots of questions to answer? Oh man.
Anyway, on that note,
Excellent.
I think
right.
we're going to move along.
Let's crack on.
Yeah. It's team night.
It is indeed.
We're here to learn
Ah.
a song,
Yes.
and we're here to have a word and some worship and all those fun things.
Commune together.
Commune.
That's not the right word.
I don't know what,
I
you're
don't know
trying
what I
to
was
say.
trying to say. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Thanks for finding your way to the right stream eventually. It's great to see you all. We do miss you lots. And yeah, we're going to worship together. We've got some worship recorded for us by two very special people.
Very special.
One of whom you have seen on this stream before. One of whom you have not seen on the
You've
stream
not
before.
seen, no.
And I'm very excited for them making their stream debut. So, yes, very exciting. And we've also got a word, little encouragement. So
It's distracted me. It was called Instant Hotel.
Oh.
You all need to go and watch Instant Hotel
on
on
Netflix, yeah, if it's on
Sorry.
there, it was excellent.
Back to the point.
So, we're going to worship. We're going to
Yeah.
Before we worship, we are going to have a short word from
From someone very special.
someone that might be on the screen right now.
It might be him. Who knows? You can decide.
We'll find out.
Come on, let's go.
But stay tuned, and here we go. We'll see you on the other side. Bye. Hey, creative team. I know that we're doing things a little bit upside down right now. This is not normally the way that we'd do things, but I think that my encouragement tonight really needs a response of worship from us. So I'm going to talk for just a few minutes, and then we're all going to praise God together. I saw this post on Instagram, I think yesterday or a couple of days ago, that triggered this whole kind of train of thought in me. And this post was from Brooke Liggett-Wood, one of the key songwriters and worship leaders at Hillsong Church. The post simply said this: don't forget to worship. And I think that's such a simple statement, but there's so much power in it, because there is loads of stuff going on in our world right now. So much going on. You know, we might be in lockdown, but that doesn't mean that we don't necessarily feel busy. I certainly know that it can feel busier than ever for some of us, or it doesn't mean that time, doesn't get away from us. Don't know about you, but there's been multiple times recently where I've gone, surely it's not the weekend already, or it can't be team night tonight again already. Time can get away from us, and in amongst whatever we've got going on, in amongst work and life and everything else, in the middle of all that, we have to make time to worship. Worship is our fuel. It's our source of energy and passion. Jesus, during his ministry on earth, those 3 years must have been so busy. He was in high demand. People wanted to hear him speak. People wanted healing. People wanted to witness miracles and see him for themselves. And yet, even in all that busyness, Jesus continually took time off and took time out to spend time with the Father. He would take himself to hillsides, to mountaintops, take himself out of the way, away from the crowds, and take time to worship and pray. And I think if that's how Jesus modeled it, then that's how we should do it. Don't forget to worship, because the truth is, you need it. In nature, if you take a living thing and take it out of where it's meant to be, put it into situations that it's not made for, that thing will suffer. A fish out of water can't survive. A plant without sunlight will wither away. And we were created to worship. Worship was breathed into the very fabric of our design. So without worship, we're never going to be in that sweet spot. We might struggle on. We might even be able to convince ourselves that we don't need it, but that life will never compare to a life filled with and marked by worship. And even more than that, your worship is not just for you. It's not just for you. We have to worship for the world. As I said, there's so much going on in our world right now. We are facing so many challenges, so many issues that need and deserve our attention, but it can be difficult to know what to do. I believe that if we start with worship, God will help us manage the rest. There's this classic biblical worship story that you've probably heard a million times before, but I'm going to say it again. And that's Paul and Silas in prison. In the book of Acts, it details these two guys locked away for their faith, for believing in Jesus and for preaching the gospel. And they're singing hymns. In the middle of the night, while they're in chains, they're singing hymns. And while they do that, as a result, the ground shakes and their shackles disappear. And not only that, but all of the prisoners' chains drop too. God works an incredible miracle in that moment as they're praising, as they're singing these hymns, as they're worshipping him. And not only are they set free, but the jailer on duty ends up giving his life to Jesus. I think it's probably fair to say that none of us put in that situation, none of us would want to worship in that circumstance. But by choosing to worship, these guys saw God turn a challenge into an opportunity. And when we worship, I believe we can see the same thing. The challenges facing our world right now represent the biggest opportunities that we could imagine. We could see equality. We can see justice. We could see an enormous shift in the culture of our whole society, of our whole world. The key for us as Jesus followers is first and foremost to keep making time for worship. Because we can fight by ourselves. And we need to fight for these things. But if we start from a position of worship, if we start with surrender to God, the Spirit that raised Christ from the dead resides in each and every one of us. That Spirit, God promises, will live in us. And that is how we see our world transformed for good. So my encouragement today, don't forget to worship. And as we go into worship, think on these things. Don't forget to worship because it's your fuel. It's the thing that you were created for. And don't forget to worship because it's not just for you, it's for the world.
vast rivers, from lonely seas to where they rise, against the rush of grace descending from the source of its supply. I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you when the mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. So I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows, no less faithful when the night leads me astray. You're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache all the same. Oh, 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 how far beneath your glory does your kindness extend the path, from where your feet rest on the sunrise to where you sweep the sinners past. And oh, how fast would you come running if just to shadow me through the night, trace my steps through all my failures and walk me out the other side. Oh, I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you when the mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. So I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows, no less faithful when the night leads me astray. You're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache all the same. Oh, oh, whatever I walk through, wherever I am, your name can move mountains wherever I stand. And if ever I walk through the valley of death, I'll sing through the shadows my song of ascent. Wherever I walk through, wherever I am, your name can move mountains wherever I stand. And if ever I walk through the valley of death, I'll sing through the shadows my song of ascent, my song of ascent. I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you when the mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. So I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows, no less faithful when the night leads me astray. You're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands and the heartache all the same. Whatever I walk through, wherever I am, your name can move mountains wherever I stand. And if ever I walk through the valley of death, I'll sing through the shadows my song of ascent, my song of ascent.
Wow.
That was amazing.
How beautiful was that?
I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
That was really
me
great.
too,
I'm sure
definitely.
you were all surprised at Amanda's debut.
From the looks of the chat, everybody was very surprised.
Very surprised. Didn't call that one. But yeah,
Why don't you give some round of applause,
clapping.
praise hands say thank you to those guys for putting that together. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Dave and Amanda,
Absolutely.
thank you very, very much for blessing us
Mm.
this evening.
Agreed. I loved it. So, the rest of the night, what we doing?
We're going into parts.
We are.
And we're looking at a few different things. If you are an instrumentalist, a vocalist, we are going to have a look at open space. And hopefully combined, wrapped up in that, we'll be looking a little bit at the number system that we talked about last time we met. So what you'll notice is that on Drive there is now a numbers chord sheet for open space, as well as one in the key of D. And if you're an instrumentalist, then one of your jobs this evening will be to talk about or to have a go at converting that from D to G through the number system. So
Wild.
yeah, we'll have a go at that.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And vocalists, we won't be doing that because, let's be honest, does it mean anything? For singers,
Female vocalists
We just
might
sing.
not.
We just
Male
go,
vocalists,
"Ah."
I expect a strong understanding of the number system from every one of you.
Okay, cool. Teacher Nathan coming out. Yeah,
Cool.
we're going to go into parts. We're going to look at open space.
Have some fun.
I think it's a very special song, one that we obviously introduced in services a couple of weeks back.
Yeah.
That I really love the message of the song being, basically that surrender that Nathan was talking about in his short thought there, where it's, coming before God, I'm an open space, do whatever you want to do. So hopefully we'll learn it and we'll be able to do it when we are back together finally.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know whether we're doing it on the stream again, but
I don't remember.
it might appear, who knows.
We've only got a couple of weeks left, so we'll
So,
record some
yeah.
more, and then yes, it will.
But yeah, we'll look
Awesome.
forward to seeing you all soon.
I'm hoping that production guys, if you're on here, that you know what you're doing. I'm just going to assume that you've been led beautifully by Rachel and Sam,
Exactly.
and if not, Rachel and Sam.
All right.
But yeah, let's have a good rest of your evening, guys. Thanks again for being here on the stream.
Yep.
Matt's putting a link in the chat for keys and bass.
I didn't know you could put links in YouTube chat.
No, me neither. To be
Let's
honest.
just all join their
Let's
chat.
find out. Shall we all go on keys
Let's
and
all
bass?
just join that. See if we can crash it. Anyway. Okay, we'll say bye then.
Yeah, goodbye all.
Love it all.
Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you soon. Have a great night. Love you. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.